Hey guys, it's August, and welcome back to Let's Kill Time with Dungeon of the Endless. So this is a roguelike game that I picked up last year in October, and I remember that really well because at the time I was staying with Liga, and on Halloween her and her mother went out, and I hid inside from trick-or-treaters playing this game, so yeah. But this is a pretty cool roguelike game that mixes a lot of elements from both tower defense as well as the resource mechanics from 4K games like Civilization. And the whole idea is that you are these convicts that have been trapped on this ship that has crashed into a planet, and you have to work through the ship in order to escape. And as you go deeper and deeper, the enemies become harder, things become more challenging, and you slowly begin to run out of resources. And so you have to manage your resources really well, put towers in like good places to protect yourself, and just use your raw wits and skill and luck to escape. And it is definitely a pretty challenging game. They mix these mechanics together really well, and if you don't play well and use all the little tricks you can, then you're pretty much going to be dead. So yeah, it's going to be a pretty interesting run, I think, today, because I haven't played this game in about a year, so we'll see how we do. Alright, so before we get started, there is one thing I want to mention, and that is, as this game goes on, it does get kind of repetitive. Like, not really boring, but the levels become bigger and bigger, and you're just doing the same thing each time. So if it gets to a point where it's kind of boring or not too much is happening, then I might just cut that out, but we'll see how this goes. Alright, so let's get started. New game, and our first thing is to choose our pod. So each of the pods in this game have different abilities, and as I mentioned, this game has a lot of elements from like 4K games like the resource mechanics. So each of these pods work well with different things, and yeah, if you want to play in a particular strategy, you can do that. For example, the organic pod here has food production, and there's one which is science, one that is like production skills, and this one here, the armory pod, is just straight up damage with your units. And yeah, along with the pod, you're also going to have this wide range of cast of characters you can pick from. Each of these guys specialize in different things and have different abilities, and some of them are really good, while other ones aren't that great, unfortunately, but if you know who's good, then you pretty much do pretty well. So, who shall we be playing today? I could play this guy who is like incredibly OP, but I might... I like her as well. I also like Skroig over here. Yeah, let's play Skroig. And Skroig is like a huge attacker. This guy does a lot of damage. And my second character should probably be somebody who has good engineering abilities. So Max would be good. The Warden's really good with engineering. That's the purple bar. Who else do we have? I think, yeah, Reika is another one that's pretty good. Yeah, let's go with Reika for a second. And let's get started. Oh, that's weird. I don't know if you guys can see it, but for some reason my recorder comes up just with these really weird symbols in the loading screens of this game, and I have no idea why it does that. I've never seen that before. But anyway, yeah, here we are in Dungeon of the Endless. So, here are our two units, and our goal is to explore the dungeon and find the exit. Once we find it, we can take our core here over to the exit, and we can escape. And so, this game has a bunch of really interesting mechanics. First of all, this game has a power mechanic where as you enter a room, you can power it or depower it like this. And enemies only spawn in rooms that are depowered. So that's something really important to keep in mind. Now, in a room that has power, you can put down different structures. So for example, if we put down an industry generator here, then we will gain a small boost to our industry each time we enter a new room. Right now, our bonuses are 8, 2, and 4. Like I said, very 4K-ish, because as you enter a room you get these points, and you can kind of specialize in different things depending on what you have. So along with the big things, you can also place down little structures. So for example, put down a prisoner pod in one of these spots here, and this will attack any enemy who comes into this room. For now though, we are good. So let's explore over here, and we have a dead end with some enemies in it. Oh shit. Luckily for us though, Skroig is a really powerful attacker. He will absolutely destroy everything, although he does have kind of low health. Another room here. We don't have the points just yet to build one of these, but I'll probably build maybe a food one next. Alright, let's set up here. What do we have? Some more enemies. Easy. And here we have 3 different ways we can go. Let's head to the right. So, this is where... Ooh, a chest. What did we get? We got a guard uniform, cool. I'll definitely give that to somebody. I'll give it to Scroy, like I mentioned, he is kind of... Oh, he can't equip it. Really? Well, I guess Reiki can have it then. But yeah, this is where kind of the big mechanic of the game comes in, because to power the rooms you have to use this yellow bar up here, but we have a limited power, and because enemies can spawn in depowered rooms, you really have to manage where your units are, what rooms are depowered, and where your defenses are, so that if enemies do happen to spawn, you can adequately take care of them. And that's the really big important thing about this game. So right now we are good, but if we keep advancing in this way and don't have the power to power up the rooms, then go this way and then go this way, then we'll have enemies coming from a bunch of different directions. And early on it's not too bad, but later on it can get really, really challenging. Like this, yeah. What do we get? We get Quick Draw, a gun, which neither of our characters can use. Great. But this is exactly what I mean, because now enemies can spawn in this room, and until we can power it, we're kind of out of luck. So, what I will do actually is one little neat trick. Let's leave Raker in that room, because enemies can't spawn in rooms, but there's a character. And hopefully one of these rooms up here has enough power to power that room over there. Well, we got some machinery. They gave us a boost to that, that is nice. No power yet. Hopefully enemies don't spawn here. That's what I'm worried about. Alright, cool. We're good. Oh, they spawned. I knew it would happen. Come on, Scrog, take him out. Use your last supper. That powers them up a bit. Oh, no, no. Yeah, good. If they get to the core, they will start to damage it, and we don't want that at all. So now we have 2 rooms where enemies can spawn. I think it might be a safe idea just to put some defenses here for now, just to be safe. So let me build another industry generator. And let's throw down some prisoner parts. These little towers will take care of any enemies who walk in this room. Scroy can go this way now. Ooh, we got some more power? Let's run back here. Might as well fight them in the room where our defenses are. Power that up too, and take these guys out. Yeah, so once all enemies are taken care of, your characters will also auto heal, but you can also heal them by pressing little green bars in the combat as well. And we have enough food to level up our characters, so let's do that. Another power up Scroig a little bit, and we can power up Raker too. As you level up, you get new abilities. So for example, Raker has got repair, so she can repair any of these modules here that get damaged, which is very, very useful. So we have 3 different ways we can go. I might throw down some more defenses here, just because I'm getting a little bit worried about this. Let's head to the left. What's in here? Ooh, we got a merchant. And enemies? No enemies, cool. What have you got, Mr. Merchant? Toothpick? Guard uniform? Okay. From what I remember, I think the merchants want different currency, so this guy wants some of our science. You can use science to buy new buildings and modules, and we haven't seen any of those things yet. Well, we haven't seen any things that allow us to buy them yet, but... yeah, we could get Scroig a toothpick to give him some extra damage, which would be very nice. Yeah, let's do that. Thank you, Mr. Merchant. Just because, yeah, by the time that we actually find one of the crystals that allow us to get more modules, we'll probably have enough science to buy it anyway, so. Okay, Raker can sit there. Oh, there's a freaking crystal right here, there you go. Yeah, so these crystals allow you to get extra bonuses. So for example, with 46 science, we can get a science creator level 2, which will increase the science we get each turn. This will give our characters extra wits, which is like the sciencey sort of thingy. This will increase the damage of our prisoner pod, and this will deal damage to any enemy in the room over time. So that's pretty nice too, especially if you can like combo with one that slows down enemies so that they're stuck in the room for extra long and taking tons of damage. Alright, this way, another dead end. And enemies too. I'm going to retreat down here. I don't want Skrog in that room by himself because, like I mentioned, he has very low health, so he'll take a lot of damage. But this is good, yeah. The two of them can definitely take out these guys. Although now I'm in a spot like this where, like, we got like 5 rooms here that are unpowered, so this is kind of rough, but looks like it might be a 6 up here. Oh no, there's the exit, cool. Enemies? No enemies, although we are getting, I'm kind of worried about this. Just because, yeah, if all these rooms spawn enemies, then we could be in a lot of trouble. Oh, but hey, here's the final floor of the dungeon, and we have enemies, of course. Alright, run back. Run back to our defenses. Okay, so we are at the point now where we can take our core and escape to this floor. When you do that, enemies will begin to spawn all over the map, and you have to carry the core up to the exit. So we might be in a little bit of trouble there. I'm going to hold off spending any of my science right now because I would like to get these upgrades over here. But yeah, I reckon, yeah, let's go grab the core. Scroy can just sit up there. He'll be the attacker. I'll let Raker carry the core. And let's get the hell out of here. So, yeah, enemies will begin to spawn in all of our rooms now that are depowered. Hopefully Scrog will be alright in the meantime, because Raker needs to get up here with the crystal. Oh, Scrog's taking a lot of damage. I might need to heal him. Yeah, I'm gonna heal him. And again, come on, Scrog. Where the hell is Raker? Okay, she's there. She is slowly bringing the crystal up. Oh man, I don't want to waste my freaking food like this, but I have to. Okay, we're almost there. Come on, up here, up here, up here, up here. Come on, come on, come on. I better heal him again. Exit! Alright, first floor down. That was kind of rough at the end there, but yeah, yeah, that's what this game's like, unfortunately. You can get kind of screwed over pretty hard there just because we didn't really have the power to keep those rooms up. I guess I probably could have, like, managed my power a little bit better, but yeah. Anyway, on to the next floor. Let's see what we have here. Alright, power this up. And let's throw down a science crater this time, because I would like to get some upgrades when we find another crystal. And head in. What do we have here? Ooh, another merchant. Cool. What do you have? A rice wind. Training manual. Kitchen gloves. Nice. Unfortunately, that guy does want some of our science. Like I said, I want to hold on to our science for now. Maybe later I'll come back and buy that. And of course, this side is just one big dead end. Why am I not surprised? You know what, let's level Scroy up. That probably would have helped last time, especially now he has Soylent Green. So, we actually get extra food for each of our monsters killed. Wow. I mean, that's good, because it means you can get more level ups, but still, it's a very strange ability there, Scroig. Oh, what the hell is that thing? I don't remember that enemy at all. Alright, let's grab another science creator. Let's get a load of science shits. And, yeah, head forward. Ooh, okay, that's good. If we use this, activating it might bring wealth or death. Let's ignore it for now. I forget exactly what that does, but I think it's usually pretty good. And this floor is being very nice so far because we have loads of power. That's what I want to hear. Let's run back into this room here. I'll throw down some prisoner pods here. This seems like it might be a pretty good area to like hold defenses. Okay, Reiki can sit up there to prevent enemies from respawning. And we have a generator here, which will give us some more production. Nice. Okay. What I'm gonna do now, I think, is let's Let's put some more of these things in here. And then I'll bring Raika down here. And she can advance with Scroy. That should be enough defense to hold off any enemy that spawns up here. And then in 2 turns we can come back and activate that and see what's going to happen. Hopefully it's nice. And not death. Ooh, new character! Yes! I'll definitely recruit you, Mr. Ken. So what is Ken's stats like? Let's have a look. He seems to be a speedy DPS character. Okay, that's great. He'll go along really well with Scroig. So now we have 2 characters that are very high DPS, and he has the abilities Shadow Selfish, attack power, plus 50 divided by heroes in room. So it seems like he works well in rooms by himself. And he also has Gotcha Back, when grouped with others they trust. Okay, cool. So extra defense too. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. That one's extra defense with people, and that one's works well by himself. I guess he works well in both situations, although it's a little bit weird. But hey, you know what? Because we have 3 characters now, let's have Raika sit up there so enemies can't spawn. And then Ken and Scroy can go down here together. Alright, some more enemies. Let's see how well Ken can handle these guys. Ooh, they're good. That one almost escaped there. Alright, which way shall we go? Ooh, actually, let's use this thing. What's gonna happen? I honestly forget. Oh. Oh.